Awareness Month. Whereas in California there were 14,724 forcible rapes in 2017 and 274 forcible rapes reported in Contra Costa County in the same year, with an increasing number affecting adolescents. And whereas sexual assault affects every person of Contra Costa County as a victim, survivor, or as a family member, significant other, neighbor, or co-worker of a victim survivor. And whereas many citizens of Contra Costa County are working to provide quality services and assistance to sexual assault survivors, and dedicated volunteers help staff 24-hour crisis hotlines, respond to emergency calls, and offer support, comfort, and advocacy during forensic exams, criminal proceedings, and throughout the healing process. And whereas staff and volunteers of Community Violence Solutions and its Rape Crisis Center, Children's Interview Center, Prevention Department, Hope Therapy Services, and Anti-Trafficking Project programs in Contra Costa County are promoting education by offering training to schools, churches, and civic organizations, as well as medical, mental health, law enforcement, education, and criminal justice personnel regarding sexual assault issues. And whereas it is vitally important that continued educational efforts to provide information about prevention and services for sexual assault be supported and enhanced. And whereas it is critical to intensify public awareness of sexual assault, to educate people about the need for citizen involvement in efforts to reduce sexual violence, to increase support for agencies providing sexual assault services, and to increase awareness of the healing power of creative expression. And whereas Community Violence Solutions requests public support and assistance as it continues to work toward a society where all women, children, and men can live in peace, free from violence and exploitation. Now therefore, I, Sean Wright, Mayor of the City of Antioch, do hereby proclaim April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and join anti-sexual violence advocates and support service programs in the belief that all community members must be part of the solution to end sexual violence. Do we have somebody here to receive this proclamation today? Please. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, please. Hi, everyone. My name is Lucia Ray. I'm the Anti-Human Trafficking Program Manager with Community Violence Solutions. I want to thank you for the opportunity today to be here tonight with all of you. CVS is truly grateful for this proclamation. As you know, Community Violence Solutions provides services to some of the most vulnerable members of our community. That work that we do day to day is guided by the principle of ensuring that in the time of our client, that our clients are going through some of the worst moments of their life, we show up with our best work possible. We advocate, we support, and we meet them wherever they are in the trauma or healing process. As you mentioned, Mayor, our 24-hour crisis line is staffed 24 hours a day, 365 days a year by knowledgeable and compassionate counselors that are ready to respond to the various hospitals and police departments throughout our county. As it is proclaimed today that this is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, I am reminded of the countless survivors that are affected by sexual violence and the trauma endured, which can be challenging but not impossible to heal from. All of the services that CVS provides are free and confidential. Some of the services our victim advocates provide are 10 sessions of in-person counseling and therapy for the survivor and their families, which can help lessen the trauma and with time heal and eventually regain their voice and confidence. There is still much work left to do in this fight, and it takes the community standing up against these atrocious crimes. I invite you to stand up today and every day against sexual violence and to join the movement by being an ally to survivors everywhere. As some of you may know, we will be hosting a march and rally against rape and sex trafficking this Saturday the 27th from here City Hall to the Antioch Historical Society and Museum from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Councilwoman Monica Wilson printed out some flyers that are up here for anyone that's interested and would like to join us. There will be community resources there for anybody that wants to take the opportunity to join us against this fight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Invite Councilmember Wilson to join me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you.
Well, May 5th through the 11th is Be Kind to Animals Week. With that being said, whereas the week of May 5th through the 11th, 2019 will be celebrated as Be Kind to Animals Week. And whereas this special week is traditionally honored by humane-minded individuals, organizations, and governmental entities across the nation. And whereas we recognize the role of humankind as wise and caring stewards of all animal life. And whereas kindness and compassion to every living creature uplifts the community and teaches our children by example. And whereas the Antioch Animal Services Program aspires to the highest humane standards in its work and attempts to further kindness to animals through education and responsible adoption. Now therefore, I, Sean Wright, Mayor of the City of Antioch, do hereby proclaim the week of May 5th through May 11th, 2019 as Be Kind to Animals Week in the City of Antioch. Do we have a representative to accept this proclamation? Barbara, come on up.
Yes, here we are to accept that wonderful proclamation. I'm Barbara Solvaro. I'm the founder and president of Friends of Animal Services. We're celebrating 40 years of loyal service, which will never end, to our Antioch Animal Shelter. So I want to thank you for the proclamation and tell you that for Friends of Animal Services in our 40th year of service that we're celebrating right now, we're going to be all through the year, we're going to be particularly focusing on all those wonderful standards that you just mentioned in the proclamation. We're going to be evaluating our own brochure that says what we aspire to, and the main thing is we are checking ourselves and checking around just to make sure that what we are aspiring to and what we're telling people that we aspire to and how proud we have been of our shelter in the past, we're also looking and re-examining that and making sure that we are being true to the values that we're promoting. So we accept that proclamation, and we're continuing to work, and we shall continue thanks to the generosity of donors that we have, one in particular, Shirley Perry. We shall never stop supporting, we will never have to stop supporting the shelter financially because we shall never run out of money. But we want to make sure that we're always supporting the very best shelter possible. And I'm sure you are too. So now I'd like to just invite the people that have come up to give you your name and tell what they do in our group, because they are very, very important, and I know you'd think so. Come on, Miss. Well, George would go first, yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and City Council. My name is George Harding. I'm the Animal Services Manager. I'm here to accept this proclamation with Friends of Animal Services for Be Kind to Animals Week. We truly appreciate all animals, and not only is it Be Kind to Animals Week, but we truly feel that it's Be Kind to Animals Year. We try to do that every day in the things that we do for the animals. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michelle?
Good afternoon. Thank you for the proclamation. And I just wanted to say that Friends of Animal Services will be sponsoring the adoption fees of all the animals during the month of May for Be Kind to, we say Be Kind to Animals Month, Be Kind to Animals Year, Be Kind to Animals every day. So thank you for the proclamation.
And also, we will be having a celebration for Be Kind to Animals Week at the shelter on Saturday, May the 11th, the last day of Be Kind to Animals Week. And you're invited to come down. We'll have refreshments.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, this next one's exciting. We have been celebrating quite a few 100-year birthdays in the city of Antioch recently, people that have been born and raised and lived their whole lives here in Antioch. Well, today we celebrate the Antioch American Legion's 100-year anniversary. Whereas the American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919 as a patriotic veterans organization, focusing on service to veterans, service members, and communities, the Legion evolved from a group of war-weary veterans of World War I and into one of the most influential nonprofit groups in the United States. And whereas membership in the newly chartered American Legion swiftly grew to over 1 million, and local posts sprang up across the country. And whereas the American Legion is the nation's leading advocate for veterans, a strong national defense, patriotic youth programs, and Americanism, Antioch American Legion Harding Noya Post 161 has been living that commitment to service since 1919. Through programs such as American Legion Auxiliary, Sons of Legion, Legion Riders, Operation Comfort Warrior, and many more programs over the years. And whereas in April of 1919, a small group of veterans had an informal meeting at the Commercial Hotel in Antioch, California, for the purpose of forming an organization for veterans in Antioch. On December 13th, 1919, this became the Antioch American Legion Harding Post, named after Lieutenant Stacy Harding, an Antioch resident who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving with the AEF in France during World War I. And whereas the Antioch American Legion Harding Post was renamed to Harding Noya to honor World War I veteran Pud Noya, a longtime Antioch resident who served as the post adjutant for many years. And whereas today the Antioch American Legion Harding Noya Post 161 serves our community with over 200 members that continue the mission of the early founders by providing service to today's veterans, their dependents, and the local community. And whereas Antioch American Legion Harding Noya Post 161 has served the city of Antioch for 100 years with honor and distinction. Now therefore I, Sean Wright, Mayor of the city of Antioch, do hereby salute, commend, and honor Antioch American Legion Harding Noya Post 161 for their dedication, commitment, and positive influence on our community and the veterans in the city of Antioch. I'd like to recognize each and every one of you and thank you for coming today, and invite you to come forward and accept the proclamation.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. The American Legion in Antioch still exists. We still work hard for the community, and anything that we can do to help veterans in any way possible, they can come down. We're also looking all the time for new members, so don't be bashful. Come on down East 6th Street, and we'll be more than happy to welcome in. Thank you, people. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I'd invite all council to join me in celebrating 100 years for a picture.
Jim didn't know. They're gonna come behind us. They'll be right up here.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. How's that? If you guys want to stand,
Come on, guys.
we'll get behind you. That'll work.
Suck it up.
Can't do that.
Pardon my French.
Thank you.
Really good. Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you can leave. You gonna get up now?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, stick around. I wanna see Dawn. I wanna go talk to Dawn. Hold it.
And our last proclamation this evening. It's the 50th anniversary of Municipal Clerks Week, May 5th through the 11th, 2019. Whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, And whereas under state law, the office of the municipal clerk has responsibility for the impartial, effective administration and implementation of laws related to the government of the city, including the Brown Act, the Public Records Act, the Political Reform Act, the Maddie Act, Conflict of Interest Law, election laws, ethics laws, tort claims Act, and the California Voting Rights Act. And whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides a professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels. And whereas municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And whereas municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most important that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk. Now therefore, I, Sean Wright, Mayor of the City of Antioch, do recognize the week of May 5th through May 11th, 2019 as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our municipal clerk, Arnie Simonson, and Deputy Municipal Clerk, Christina Garcia, for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the Antioch community.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I was hoping that my deputy would be here because she is the workhorse of our department. Antioch being the 54th largest city out of 482 cities in California, you can imagine the amount of information that flows through our office. But because of the support you have given us and the city staff and city manager have given us to be able to go to the appropriate training through the International Institute of Municipal Clerks and the City Clerks Association of California, we've been able to pick up and make extra contacts with other clerks throughout California. So when we have a question, we can go to them at any time, and we all share information. It's a wonderful profession. I wish my deputy was here tonight because she really deserves this honor as well. But I do thank you for your continued support. It's led to both Christine and I achieving our certified municipal clerk status, and both of us are continuing to work towards a position as master municipal clerk. And in that position, in all around the world, there are only 1,300 master municipal clerks. I want to see the day when Antioch actually has 2 in our office. I think that'd be a big credit. But we're here to serve the public. We're here to support the council and the city staff in every way to make the city look as good as possible. And I thank you very much. We're not into pictures, I know. You know when you sign? Thanks, I appreciate that very much, Sean.